So if you have bad credit or you have zero credit at all and you seem to have a very hard time getting approved for any credit cards, this video is going to help you out. I'm going to be revealing 3 methods on how you can get approved for credit cards today. Now, these 3 methods are going to be the most up to date on YouTube, and I did a ton of research trying to find some of the best cards that you can sign up for and some of the best methods that you may not have heard of in order to get you approved for credit cards today. So sit back, pull out a notebook if you'd like, and by the end of this video, I'm going to get you fully approved for a credit card that can help you rebuild your credit and start getting your credit on the right track again. If at any time I drop some heat on this video, don't forget to hit that like button. That really helps this video get pushed out to other people, and it's going to help other people improve their credit as well. Now, aside from that, let's just get straight into the video. So for the first method, we're going to be talking about utilizing secured credit cards. Now, for anyone who has never heard of a secured credit card, they're really easy to understand. Say you make a deposit of $500 to any bank that you choose to get a secured credit card with. They're going to use that $500 amount to secure your own credit limit. So instead of the bank handing you out a credit limit, they're actually going to be using your own money as collateral. What happens next is once you're able to pay off that amount and you're able to show the banks that you're able to responsibly use the secured credit card, you can then knock off the training wheels to it and then evolve into a regular unsecured credit card. Some people don't need to take this step, but if you're someone who has bad credit or you just simply can't get approved for any credit card at all, this method is the most popular in trying to get people started on their credit card journey. I personally recommend you hold it for 6 months, and after that point, what you can do is request to the bank to transfer it into an unsecured version of that card, and on top of that, you can request an additional credit limit increase. If you started out with that example amount that we used of $500, you want to be able to have a limit that is a little bit more higher than that, especially if you're trying to make bigger purchases. So a month's worth of a credit limit on an ordinary card should be at least a couple $1,000s. In order to get that full amount and to get an unsecured or regular credit card, you just have to show these banks that you're able to use a credit card responsibly. I often don't recommend some of these companies, but when it comes to secured credit cards, what I've seen on the forum is that they do a good job at providing the necessities. But if we're talking about an updated version of this method, I actually recommend a different card that I recently heard about, and this is the Chime secured card. Now, although this fintech company is much newer in the game, I've heard a ton of great things about them. They actually charge no APR. They don't do any negative damage onto your credit report, and it's very easy to get started with them. So for any cards that I mentioned in this video, I'm going to have them all listed down below in the description where you guys can all check them out. Now, for the second method I'm going to talk about, it's actually going to be about credit unions and bank credit cards. Now, very briefly, for anyone who doesn't know the difference between a bank and a credit union, a bank is pretty much an entity that is made to please their shareholders. But when we're talking about credit unions, you can think of these different organizations or entities that are really meant for the people. I personally wouldn't go to a large bank unless there was something that my credit union actually wouldn't be able to do for me. But in this instance, I recommend trying to get a secure credit card or a beginner credit card first with a credit union over anything else. Now, credit unions are pretty lenient in trying to get people approved for their first mortgage or their auto loan, especially when you have a hard time working with different banks. I highly recommend any military related credit unions first. Penn Fed, Navy Federal, and any local credit union in your area. To find one, it's really easy. All you have to do is hop on Google and type in local credit union near me. You walk into their branch and let them know your situation. Hey, my credit is shot. I'm trying to get a credit card. Do you guys think you can help me out? That's as simple as it is in order to get approved for a brand new credit card. Now, I know most people don't want to walk into a credit union if you're not familiar with it, or if you live in a very small town and you just don't have many of them near you. You can still go to these banks. They're not the worst option out there, and one of the most popular banks out here for credit cards is actually going to be Bank of America with that red cash rewards card. You'll generally see a lot of beginners, a lot of college students actually holding this card, and that's because they approve a lot of people regardless of what your credit score is. Now, do your due diligence. If you've had any bad experiences with the bank themselves, or you have some type of report with them where maybe you did not pay off the full amount or you're negative $1,000 with them, then you definitely don't want to go with those banks, and you really want to look into some of the other methods that I'm sharing with you in this video. So for the third method on trying to get instant approval for credit cards, we're going to be talking about utilizing the card match tool. Now, the card match tool is one of the most popular resources that many expert travel enthusiasts use in this niche. If you're trying to find a card that offers a higher welcome bonus, oftentimes using the card match tool is going to open the doors in trying to find that offer. This is the most popular with the American Express Platinum card. Originally, it has a welcome bonus of about 50,000 points, but if you find yourself using something like the card match tool, it actually opens the doors for you in order to get that 100,000 point welcome bonus. So this is one of the tools that I actually recommend you to also use if you're trying to get pre-approval on credit cards. So how does this work and what is the card match tool? Very simply put, this actually is just a way for you to put your information in and get pre-qualified for any credit cards that match what your credit score is. It's pretty cool and it works fairly well, and if you're worried about any type of security fraud or encryption, they work with a company called creditcards.com that offers you a 256-bit encryption, and it also has no impact on your credit score. So if you're worried that you're going to get a hard pull and your score is going to go down even further, this actually only requires a soft pull on your account and you can get instant approval on whatever the card match tool offers you. Now, if you did all the three methods that I've mentioned to you in this video and you still somehow have not been able to find yourself getting a credit card, I'm going to offer you one last tip, and this is how you can get better qualified for these offers to increase your chances in the future. In order to instantly improve your credit score, in order to get better qualified for some of these credit card offers, what I recommend you to do is to get added as an authorized user onto a family member or a close friend's account. This is called piggybacking your credit score, and this is also called trade lining your credit score. And this is actually one of the secret methods that many people charge a lot of money to learn. So the way this works is all you have to do is find someone that you know that has a really good score. If they have a score of 700, 750, 800, 850, ask them to see if you can get added onto their account as an authorized user. What ends up happening is all of that person's credit profile, credit history, all their good things that they've done in order to get that positive score will actually transfer over to you. So it works pretty well. If you're someone who has a bad score, or if I have a niece or a nephew who shot up their credit score, I would ask them, look, if your credit score sucks, let me add you onto my account. This is going to transfer over to them and they're going to see a boost in their credit score. And it's pretty amazing because I've heard stories of people getting an increase of up to 100, even 200 points overnight just by using the piggybacking method. So if you find yourself unqualified for these cards, if you're still having a hard time going out to these banks or credit unions and they're just laughing at your face because you don't have a good credit score, first of all, shame on them. And second of all, you have the ability to change that overnight. Now, if you found success in any of the methods that I've mentioned to you in this video, don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what your favorite method was and what you found useful. If this helped you out and you thought of it maybe a year from now, come back to this video, comment, because I do read all the comments on my videos and it truly is amazing to hear some of the success stories that we have from our other subscribers and viewers of this channel. Now, one last time, don't forget to drop a like on this video. And if you guys want to use the card match tool, if you guys are trying to find any local credit unions or trying to find any links for some of the cards I mentioned, everything will be in the description box down below. So if you're on your phone watching this, you can open that description box up. If you're on your computer, it's the description box listed down below. They have all the resources that I've included for you in order to sign up for these cards today. Like always, don't forget to add me over on Instagram if you guys want to stay connected. And thank you all so much again for watching. And until next time, peace out.